Alright, what's going on, everybody? So we are going to do a MYOG on the Ruixin. I went to the hardware store, did a little poking around looking, and I came back with some goodies. The first goodie involves upgrading this ball. Now, this is plastic in this metal, and you can already see this is from it rubbing, and it's kind of got a gritty feel, and I haven't used it that much, so I already know that this plastic ball, its days are numbered, and as soon as this gets wore enough, you're not going to get your correct angle. So I went and I got this little jewel, and here's the guide rod. This fits perfectly. I mean, it is so butter smooth, it's not funny. And being metal to metal, and this is a much higher grade metal than this, I can go ahead and I can put a drop of oil in here and everything, and it'll just be butter smooth, and this will last decades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how far out this hole is, which looks to be about right there. I'm going to drill this shaft to accept this, and then I got a bolt here. I got some these little caps snap over Allens like this and turn them into a thumb screw. I got some springs in here. So we're just going to do some upgrades. So this is going to be our first upgrade and the most important one. This guy. So let me go get a Sharpie, figure out where I need to drill this. Let's get her done. Okay. Looks to me that, now granted I'm eyeballing this, but I think that'll be fine for government work. But I think somewhere right there, that's where I need to drill it. So I'm going to take this out into the workshop, specifically to the drill press. Going to take this guy off and that guy off, and we are going to drill this to match this perfectly. And I'm going to put this in the drill press, and I got a center finder for round objects. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. Okay, I'm back. So I got that drilled and mounted. You can see it's not perfectly 90 degrees. It's got a little cant up. When I was drilling it, it slipped a little bit. Actually, I was drilling it this way, and it slipped down, and I just said, hell, I'm going with it. Because we measure the angle when it's on here, so I don't think it will really matter. So we're going to go ahead and install that. We're just going to get an idea how this is going to work out. Alright. If we take our angle guide and we put that on there and we check. Oh, I just got to drop it down just a hair, and I'd get 25. So I need to come down, come down, come down. Oh, right there. That would be exactly, whoops, 25 would be that. That's going to give me, let's get that out of the way. That's going to give me pretty decent range, and that's so butter smooth. So I have these springs, put one spring on here, pass it through the guide, put another spring here, and put our stop on. And that just gives you a nice soft stop, a nice soft stop, just letting you know that, hey, you're at the end of your movement without looking. So that's our second improvement. Third improvement involves these caps. Like I said, these caps are designed to go over Allens. So if we take this, the best way I have found to put these on is to take these Allens, take this, and that one's going to be really tight. That one's really close. But generally, oh, and if you're wondering what size hole I drilled that matched the shaft was metric. I'm not sure the exact dimension, but a size B drill bit in English Standard was almost perfect for this size. So, and if I didn't mention all these pieces that I bought, this was like $4 or $5. All this other stuff all together, even the springs, it was like under $10 for everything at my hardware store. So I think I'm gonna have to put that in a vise and kind of crush those down. Let me go try that real quick and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so here is the bolt, Allen bolt, with one of these pushed on there. Now, how I did this and how you want to do it so you don't screw this up is take a piece of scrap wood with some holes drilled in it, not through it, just in it, and seat the threaded end in that scrap wood. Take one of these, line it up with the head in the jaws of the vise like this, and slowly compact this. If you do it right, you won't screw up your threads. You'll push this on pretty tight, and these do not come off easily. I've refurbished a few tripods doing this for their hardware that was lost. And there we go. Works real good. See? So I'm going to do the same thing to these. That's why I bought these guys for these. Just so it's easier on me, so I don't have to use the Allen every time. So I'm going to go ahead and do those real quick, and then I'll bring you back and we'll look at how everything looks. I would take you out into the workshop with me and show you what I just described, but it is 93 degrees outside. My shop is not air conditioned, so it's close to 100 degrees out there. I just want to get in there, do this, and get out before I melt. It is really hot today. So I'm going to knock those out. I'll bring you right back. Alrighty, we're back. And they're installed. Look at that. So now, when we got this in use, we can set up, do our angles and everything. Get this guy in here. Put that on. Take one of our stops. We will install this in. Oh yeah, that's a lot better than having to use the Allen all the time. So go ahead and, oh yeah. Now we got the, look at that. That's just perfect. Okay, get this other one installed. This one actually goes on the shaft. It's to help you remember an angle set up. I suppose that's okay if you're only sharpening one knife, but one thing you want to realize is the wider that the blade is, the more it comes out from here. That's going to change the angle. So you really need to be able to set this up for whatever blade you're sharpening at a given time. I hope that made sense. Like some kitchen knives are really wide, so if I had a kitchen knife in here, the edge of that blade is going to come further out. So you're going to have to reset this. But I have one more upgrade to show you. So let me get that out and I'll bring you back. All right. My last upgrade for this kit was I found an 8-piece, see it says replacement 8-piece sharpening. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it literally comes just like this. I kind of cringed when the Amazon came, and I was like, oh, I hope they're not broken. But it's an 8-piece stone kit for this. And look at these bad boys. So you get an 80 grit, you get a 240, a 400, an 800, a 1000, a 3000. Now these last two aren't marked, but they said the gray one's a 5000 and this green one is a 10,000. So nice little upgrade. Gives you more grits to play with, because with this kit you only get the 4 original stones, which I will run them down again. You get the 4 original stones with the kit, which is a 120, a 320, a 600, and a 1500. So a 1500 kind of falls between, there's 1000 and I think an 800 here. Yeah, there's 1000 and the 800. Well, the 1500 I guess would fall between the 3000 and 1000. So it just kind of gives you more options as far as sharpening goes. And that particular kit cost me 21 bucks. This actually costs as much as the whole sharpener. So you got to decide for yourself if that's what you want to do. Me, I'm pretty happy with this. After these upgrades, it puts it in a whole other realm. I'm going to do some more sharpening, and if I run into any problems, I will let you guys know with this. Because later on down the line, there's going to be an update video. Because now that I've got my upgrades, my extra stones. Oh, I don't know if I showed you guys this. Let me turn this light off because it's getting a lot of glare. There we go. That's the UPC for that M6 piece, this piece. And like I said, that was like between $4 or $5 if I remember right. That's a Hillman product. You should be able to find that online or in your local hardware store. I got a really awesome hardware store near where I live, Stadium Hardware. Man, they got everything. I love that place. I go in there so much they know me by name. So I hope you enjoyed this MYOG. Real simple, straightforward, some easy upgrades. And if you decide to give the Ruixin Pro a try, maybe you'll want to do these upgrades. I'm not going to throw these parts away, I'm going to keep them. But yeah, it's gritty. Man, that does not want to roll right. This is a lot smoother. Oh yeah, that's like melted butter. So that's it for this MYOG Monday. I'll see y'all later out in the woods. And the last upgrade I got was, you remember this little screwdriver that I got? Well, dummy me, I was thinking that it was these two Phillips head right here that I had to deal with the clamp. And it's actually these 4mm Allens. So I found a 4mm Allen that fits in this screwdriver. Now I can loosen and tighten these a lot easier than I can messing with the Allen that they gave you. And when I need a Phillips head, if I need to mess with this at all, I can just switch right back to the Phillips that came with this Harbor Freight little stubby guy. So that's the final upgrade. And I can't wait to do some more sharpening with this. I will let you guys know how it works out. We will do a long-term review later on down the road, because I definitely got some more blades that need a little bit of touch-up. And I'll see y'all later out in the woods.